I am live. There is absolutely no set regime or plan or anything for this live. I just thought I would jump on and say hello to everybody because I don't have a video to upload. So how is everybody tonight? It's a beautiful day. I've been golfing all day. So I've had a really easy weekend. We were barbecuing yesterday, chilling today on the golf course, and just doing what people do in Scotland. Trying to avoid the weather, to be honest. It was absolutely chucking it down when I was supposed to be golfing. And luckily, it stayed sunny from somehow. No idea how. Anyway, how is everybody? Surprise! Nice hoofs. I like them hoofs. They're nice. How is everybody? Tell me where you are and what you're doing. Did somebody start without us? I only just started right now. Hello from Liverpool, says Michael. How you doing? I am really good, Carla. Life is really good for me right now. It's not just an act on the normal videos. Life is really good right now. We're going on holiday soon. Business is good. YouTube's good. Family is good. Well, pretty much all good. Hello, I'm in Hawaii, Carla. Jeez, oh, Hawaii. USA, Kimberly, how you doing? Did I fart? No, I never, but thanks for asking. Wow. The chat just goes so fast. Hello in Germany, San Francisco, Seattle. Have you've been to Spain? Spain is absolutely awesome. We are going to Mallorca, and I cannot wait. We're going for 2 whole weeks. So 2 weeks with no hoof trimming, but I'm definitely going to visit a few farms when I'm over there. If I can get away from the wife. She's sitting over there looking at me. Hi, Andrew. You all right? How's Ayrshire? Was it chucking it down earlier like it was down here? Hello in the USA. Hello in the Dominican Republic. Sorry, I'm trying to stop the chat. Hi in Wiltshire. Where is Wiltshire? Is it right down? I think it is, isn't it? Windsor, Ontario. Hello, Marianne. How you doing? Guys, throw some questions at me. I see Carla is asking if there's a Gracie update. Maybe tomorrow, actually. I'm going to Gracie's farm tomorrow. I know she's in group 2, and I know she's totally fine. I haven't seen her in months. But I am at her farm tomorrow, so we might do a wee check-in just to make sure that her feet are okay, because she does have some pretty major problems, doesn't she? But she is doing really, really well. I know some people think she's departed us, but she is definitely not. She is alive and kicking. Why don't the hoofs get infected when they're regularly in cow dung? Because it's a hoof capsule, Michael. So it's not like an open cut or anything like that. It's not like something that will get infected, and plus cows' immune systems are infinitely better than humans, so all those cuts don't really make that much of a difference to them. What? Hi, Philip Dean, you all right? How's it going? What do you do if both claws are damaged and you can't put blocks on them? The best thing to do is put them on a straw bed or in a sawdust pen, or put them out to a soft grass field and hope that because obviously a cow is going to avoid walking on something that's completely open. So if you put them in a straw pen, it's nice and soft for them and make sure it's really clean. Allow a little bit of horn to grow back, and hopefully one of the 2 digits will get good enough to be able to put a block on. How big was the biggest stone you ever found in a cow hoof? It was actually the one that's on the channel, Mohammed. So it was like this size. It was absolutely huge, and it was in the foot of a Jersey cow. So Jersey's a tiny little brown cow. And yeah, she had this massive stone in it. You would hardly believe how big it was, actually. Hi, all the way from Wales. I was in Wales not that long ago, Kirsty. Hope you're well. Hello from Wisconsin. Whereabouts are you in Wisconsin, Sherry? Thank you for the shirt. Oh, you got one, Fair Witness. Brilliant. It goes well with my other gear. I'm really, really glad you bought one, Fair Witness. Everybody say hello to Fair Witness. He has been a long time supporter of the channel and a massive influence for the success of it. So cheers, Fair Witness. Hope you're well. Hello from Piney Point, Florida. I bet it's a bit sunnier out there than it is here. I love your visit. Hello, Tiffany. You all right? I was lucky enough to visit Scotland just after high school. I would have loved to stay there permanently. I love staying here permanently, actually. Denmark are watching. I was speaking to people in Denmark last week and this week, actually. So I've been speaking to some Danish people quite a lot. Nice people. Really nice people, actually. Hello from County Australia. Oh, from the country of Australia. That makes more sense. How much do the blades cost? If you mean a knife costs around £18, which is about $22. If you mean the blades that I use on the grinder disc, then they are about £260, which is about $310. Have you only trimmed cows, or do you trim other animals? I've been asked to trim loads and loads and loads of different animals, and I probably could trim them, but don't, because my speciality is cows. That's Carla again. Got 809 people on. How are you all? Hope you're really, really well. Think of some questions that I've never been asked before, guys, and ask me the most random ones you can. I'm happy to answer just about anything. Hey, Mr. Speedy Ace, thanks for the super chat. I was recommended one of your videos. Who recommended you, Mr. Speedy Ace? I'm glad you did, and I'm glad you did subscribe. Thank you. Hey, we're at 816,000. That's 816,000 subscribers. Like, what? How did we get to there? I actually don't know, and I'm actually asking for your help here. I don't know of any agricultural YouTube channels that are bigger. Do you guys know of any? Tell me if you do, because I could do with somebody to chase. How many cows do you look at in one day? It depends what the day is. Only Eagle. So the biggest day I have ever done was 163 cows. Smallest day I've ever done is probably 1 cow. Tomorrow is an average day. We have 2 farms. One is Gracie's farm, one is not Gracie's farm. And we'll probably trim about 60. So that's a pretty average day. Hello, my boy. Hi, Diana Tapia. You all right? Your question is, seeing your wonderful work with all these gorgeous animals, but are you planning on working with lower age students? I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. So maybe not. Why do you have 3 ovens in your kitchen, Carol? There is not 3 ovens. There's 2 ovens and there's a microwave and a hot cupboard. So it's actually just 2 ovens. And I used to work in professional kitchens, so I like the kitchen to be nice. Plus, Mrs. GP likes it. Why are you fond of magical paste vs salicylic acid? I actually prefer salicylic acid and probably use it more often, but it just so happens I use magical paste more in the videos. Salicylic acid is stronger than magical paste, so we try not to use it on a mild case. Magical paste is a combination of salicylic acid and iodine and a kind of antibacterial clay. So yeah, anyway, your stepdad must be very proud of you. What does he think of the Appleton seal? My stepdad actually died 3 years ago, sadly. So I know when I first got my Whopper, he thought it was the most ridiculous thing ever and couldn't see the point in it. But then he saw it worked and was amazed. And actually, incidentally, his biggest ever day was 61 cows, and that was with a manual crush, so winding them up. Hey, mostly Roblox. Thanks for the super chat. That's good of you. Hey, I'm in Missouri and I want to know why you wanted to go into hoof trimming. I followed. It was the family business, sort of. Wow, super chats are flying in. Thanks, guys. Hey, Kimberly, I like your little foxy thing. You're an amazing man caring for cows. Well, I do care for the cows, but it's also my job as well. I get a little bit too much credit, I think, sometimes for caring for the cows. I absolutely love cows and I want them to do the best they possibly can. But I do have lots of vested interest in it as well. The better they do for their owners, the better that is for me. But seeing cows in pain is not good. So that is why I love my job, yeah. Have you ever run into a cow you couldn't trim? Says Zara. No, never. Ever, ever, ever. Speedy, can semi-trucks fit down your roads? Yes, they definitely can. We call them lorries or Arctics, though. You're one of my role models. Thanks, Leisha. That's nice of you. Really nice. Matthew, do you ever see cows needing an amputation? Yes, I do the odd time, actually. There's actually a couple on the channel from years ago, because now I don't see many on my farms. But yes, we do definitely still see it. It's something vets don't really like to do because they are very easily infected, so it can cause more problems. I'm going to flick to the end. Oh. Okay, silly random question for you, says Capricorn. Like your smile and like your laugh. Are you ticklish and where? Am I ticklish, Ashley?
No.
Nah, probably not. Mrs. HGP says no. Linda, noticed a couple of large sheds on your property in the video. What are they used for? Nothing right now, actually. One has loads of toys, so motorbikes and dirt buggies and stuff like that in it. The other one has the chute and the pickup in it right now, so not actually very much right now, and we're not sure what they're going to be used for either. Do cows ever have to have pain meds before trimming? No, they don't, but they have them straight after. Well, I say no, they don't. Actually, if it was something that needed vet intervention, so a lot of live flesh cut out, then yes, they would have local anesthesia, but I don't do that because I'm not qualified. Yelly beans, hope all is well. What happens if the trimmings of Hoof, once you're done, they lie on the ground and they get swept down the slurry store? So they are just a waste product that nothing at all happens with, or nothing interesting anyway. Right, I'm trying to flick to the end. You're asking lots of questions. Is Scotland a good place to visit? It looks beautiful, says Amber Z or Z. Yes, I think it is. Everybody here is really, really, really nice and approachable and yeah, welcoming. So Scotland probably is a good place to visit, but you kind of need the weather. And Scotland's beautiful, but it's beautiful because it rains a lot, and it rains a lot to make it beautiful. So yeah, the weather's not fantastic, but if you hit it right, yes, Scotland is fantastic. Randy Parton, thanks very much, Randy, for the super chat. That's good of you, really good of you. Love from Jamaica, says Adrian. Hello. After a bad foot infection, do cows stop growing hoof horn? No, they don't. They never stop growing hoof horn. It's like your fingernails. They always grow. It's keratin that is formulated from the protein that they eat. So, no, they never stop forming hoof horn. But after a bad foot infection, it can be distorted. So, they'll still grow it, but it could be bad because it's growing in a contorted way. So, yeah, they don't stop growing it, but it can be bad. Are you ever going to offer in-person hoof trimming classes, says Carla. I keep reading your ones out, Carla. So obviously I do the online courses, which is mental. It's absolutely crazy how many people have purchased an online course at learnthehoofgp.com. I don't know about the in-person hoof trimming classes. I am crazy busy and I love going to farms, working all the time. And obviously if I was doing the in-person ones, then I wouldn't be able to go to the farms as much. But it's definitely not out of the question. Spurs Ottawa. You all right, Mike? How's it going? How's your son doing with all the Spurs changes? He's doing all right, actually. Thank you. I think you sent us a scarf, didn't you, Mike? If it wasn't you, thanks, whoever it was. If it was you, thank you. He still wears it. Where are we? Let's flick. 929 people online. You all right? Hi, the Hoof GP, says Ivory Colt. Are you doing well? Love your content. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I intend to. I've got loads coming up. Hello from hot Southern California. What does your tattoo say? So I've got loads and loads of tattoos. Everybody can only see this one, but the whole of my back is completely covered with family-orientated tattoos. And when I say the whole of my back is covered, I mean literally every square millimeter of my back is completely covered in tattoos. And I got a ridiculous one that I could show you the bottom of here. And you all maybe think a lot less of me if I showed you the full tattoo. Why do foot trimmers wrap their grinders? Because they are easier to clean that way. It stops all the dust getting in about them, stops them filling up with hoof trimmings and crap and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, they're just easier to clean. Have you ever thrown up from a bad hoof? Nearly. Very, very nearly. And it was only because it wasn't actually a hoof. It was a hock. So a hock is basically the knee joint. It's actually the ankle joint, but you would probably call it the knee joint. And it was swollen up. And as I lifted it, unfortunately, it burst in my face and filled my mouth with gunk and pus from said abscess. So yeah, my mouth was full of pus and I was this close to puking. But I've got a really strong stomach, so yeah, not really. Bailey, how long have you been on YouTube? Just over 2 years. Not that long, is it? It seems like forever. Where are we? I'll flick to the end again. Joe Bradley, love your show. Just got my ACAP t-shirt. I'm glad you love it. I absolutely love the ACAP stuff, guys, and we will launch the merch again soon. Yeah, probably in like a few weeks' time. What would your next upgrades be? New truck, new crush? Well, new truck, new crush, both with question marks. Can maybe change those question marks to something else. I can't announce exactly what's happening, but something big is happening, folks. And I'll tell you about it very, very soon. And I am, for one, really excited about it. Really, really excited about it. And it might shock a lot of you what actually happens. Are there rodeos in the UK, says Kate? Yes, but only in bars and pubs between guys. So, no, really, it's just brawls. Is Craig a full-time trimmer, and what does he do when you're on holiday? We holiday at the same time. Actually, we just booked our Christmas night out together in Edinburgh. We're going to an amazing hotel. I've treated him because he deserves it. And yes, he's a full-time trimmer. He trims every single day, although you guys don't always see him. He does trim every single day. Tattoo reveal video. It's a big one. Anne Kermit, love the channel. Your love of these cows is inspiring. Watching from Fort McMurray, Canada. Has a cow or bull ever pooped so hard on you that you barfed? Nope. Nope. Never. Strong stomach, like I say. Glad your son loves the scarf. Cheers, Mike. Yeah, he still got it. The hat. Yeah, he wears the hat as well. I forgot you sent him a hat. You're not going to let Craig do all of the driving, are you now? No, because Craig can't drive. Idiot. He needs to get himself a license. I'll go buy him a new truck if he does. Congrats on being #1. Please tell me what it says on your right forearm. It says, he who wanders is not always lost. It's kind of like that saying, some of the best places I've found are when I've been lost. In other words, moving around and having a look doesn't mean that you're looking for something. It's just the journey. It's not all about the end point. The journey is what matters. How did the pandemic affect your mental health? Well, actually, mental health's a really big subject for me, but luckily the pandemic hasn't really affected it in any way because where I live is really rural, so it hasn't really affected us that much at all. Plus, it hasn't affected my job in any way because we're deemed as essential workers, so we're not actually in contact with people really at all, just cows, and obviously me and Craig are in a bit of a bubble. What are you guys doing with the super chats tonight? It does get my attention, though, I suppose. Patricia Clark, how do the hoofs get so bad if they are regularly checked? Easy answer, they're not checked regularly enough. So some people have a huge amount of cows and some slip through the nets. Then there's other ways. There's 1,045 people on right now, by the way. Get smashing the like button right now and get it way up over 1,000 and I will love you for it. Basically, when people have a lot of cows, things can slip through the net, unfortunately. And it happens. It does happen. It's really frustrating when I go to a farm and we miss a cow and miss a cow and miss a cow and miss a cow. And then after I've been there for 6 months, we get one that's horrendously bad. Because I think, where's this been? But in reality, problems happen, mistakes happen, automatic catch gates sometimes miss it. So maybe the dairyman thinks he is putting her out for us, but the automatic catch gate is actually missing the cow. Do you have a favourite cow, says Dora? No. I love belted Galloways. I love them, but I don't have a specific favourite cow. Do you ever yell at a farmer because a cow is in bad shape? No, but I have refused to go back to a farm before because his cows were so bad. So I went to a farm, his cows were very bad, and that was fine because he'd phoned me, so I was quite chuffed that he'd phoned me. Went back again 2 weeks later, trimmed more, and they were still really bad, obviously. Then he phoned me 2 years later and asked me to go back and fix some more, and I said that wasn't what I did. I wasn't just a 999 kind of person. I was all about making sure that they were continuously good and that he should get somebody else or stop dairying. So that was a bit of a tough call, but yeah. What kind of show did you like growing up as a child? The A-Team. Didn't everybody? What made you want to get into hoof trimming? Long story. I've told everybody a million times. I was hoof trimmer's stepson, and that's how I got into it. Does every cow have to be trimmed at some time? No, apple pecan sows. Nice name. Not every cow needs to be trimmed all of the time or at some point. Some of them, if they're out in the open prairies, for instance, they are looking after their own feet. That is a natural environment, and as cows walk, especially in dry environments, their feet will wear down, and it's nice and natural, and they don't need any intervention. If cows are housed, they need trimmed more often. We need to manufacture wear, if you like, if that makes sense. Is there a specific... can't speak. Majcat. Is there a specific reason why some cows are drooling when they get out of the crush after a trim? Yes, there is. So I've seen on some videos where it's like they're just happy or something. Cows drool when they're stressed, when they're anxious, they drool. So I don't like to admit that the cows are anxious when we're treating them, but they are. They're as comfortable as possible. Hashtag ACAP. They are as comfortable as possible in the Appleton steel, but the fact remains is we are holding them, we are containing them in something they don't want to be contained in, and they're being separated from the herd, so they get really anxious. We're lifting their feet up when they don't want us to lift their feet up, so they drool because they are anxious. So yeah, if you see a cow salivating like that, sometimes it's because of anxiety. What is the leading cause for dermatitis? Should farmers check their soil and feed? That could or not also lead to hoof loss? Asking for a friend, like your episodes. So what's the leading cause of dermatitis? Dirt, slurry. So too much slurry. If you could magically wave a wand and get rid of all of the slurry, manure, feces, whatever you want to call it, if you could get rid of the slurry and the manure, then you would have no dermatitis. It's as simple as that. So that is the perfect situation. We can't achieve that. So reduce the amount of slurry and you will reduce the amount of dermatitis. It's as simple as that. But we can also foot bath with things that kill those spirochetes. Hi from Phoenix. You alright? Me. Whoa, loads of things coming through. Have you gotten used to the smell of cows when trimming? I don't even notice it, Phil. Nice name, Phil. I just realised. Nice name. Phil McCracken. Have you gotten used to the smell of cows when trimming? Yeah, I don't notice it. Not even in the slightest, a little bit. Have you trimmed Scottish Highland cattle? I have never trimmed a Highland cow. Not once. Never, ever have I trimmed one. Which is crazy because they are all round about me. But I've never had to. I've seen your brother's channel. Beautiful. The work is an art form. Are there any other siblings who are artists? Yes! So Carla... And thanks for the super chat, Carla. Carla is talking about my brother, James Parker Sculpture. That's James Parker Sculpture. Talking about his YouTube channel. He builds awesome sculptures. But yes, I have another brother, Bob, who also has a YouTube channel. And I'm not going to share it right now because he is working on some new content. And it's going to be awesome. He's got some videos that are brilliant right now. But the new ones are going to be awesome. So yes, I have a brother who's very artistic. I have a sister who is not so artistic, and another one who doesn't have even the slightest artistic tendencies. I am one of 5. Do you want your own farm, says Betty? No, I don't actually. I kind of do and kind of don't. I'd love my own farm, but then I couldn't do what I'm doing. Have you ever been badly injured by a cow or bull? Yes, I've had my nose broken a few times. I've had ribs broken a lot. 4 or 5 times probably. I've had broken... What else have I had broken by cows? Don't know. I'm asking my wife there, by the way. What? My ego. Strange. I've had burst veins, all sorts of things. So yes, I've had a lot of injuries from cows, but never that bad, to be honest. There are far worse, trust me. Mad Jack, how's it going? From Northern Carolina. I love your videos and have nothing to do with cows, so I think that's funny. Believe it or not, most people watching don't have anything to do with cows either, so don't worry about it. If I buy a cow, will you come and trim it? Of course I will. Where are you, Dora? The cows are so happy. The cows are so happy what you do. I'm not sure what you mean, Busy, but thanks. Hey, Robbie McElrath. You're right. Robbie McElrath is my nephew. Hope you're well. Ashley, how are you today, Ashley?
I'm good.
She's good, Robbie. Thanks for asking. Ashley was a little bit drunk last night. Is Ashley watching? I don't know. Are you watching, Ashley?
Yeah, I'm watching.
Yeah, she's sitting over there. Everybody say hello, Mrs. Hoof GP.
Hi.
Nice wave, Ash. How? What's that?
I'm trying to hide.
Oh, she's trying to hide. She says, how long does the glue take to dry? It takes about 1.5 minutes and it is just about rock solid. BoviBond sponsor me, but I would be using it anyway. It's absolutely awesome. It's the best glue ever. And it's a running joke that my truck is like held together. Everybody's saying hello, Ashley. Is held together with BoviBond. It's awesome stuff. How many cars do you have? Not enough. Sinful. Definitely not enough. We've got 2 cars and a pickup. So 3-ish. Have you trimmed hooves of any other animals? No, I haven't, big boy. Never ever. How is Gracie? She is awesome. I'm going to see her tomorrow. Thanks for asking, Paula. Cheeky monkey, please tell me you upgraded to hoof trimming because you were fed up grinding your own toenails. I'd never get fed up grinding my own toenails. I used to be able to bite them, actually. Nice. Can I purchase an autographed hoof knife? Hello, Ashley. Probably not, Vicky. I've got loads, but I want them all. I want to keep them all. You are so handsome. Ashley is a lucky lady. I couldn't agree more, Sybil.
That's some joke.
She's killing herself laughing. Can you run a competition for a fan to spend a day with you? Hey, that would be a good idea, but I don't know if my insurance would cover it. Will you ever further your education and maybe become a vet for cows? I'd love to. I would absolutely love to do that. That would be brilliant. But it's time, isn't it? Eric the Red 06. Do the cows recognise you when you show up? Yes, they do, and that's a bad thing. Again, they don't want to be confined in my cattle crush. It is very safe and very comfortable for them, but they don't want to be separated from the herd. So yes, they do recognise me, and that is bad because they get apprehensive. What is your next car? Next car, Ashley? Porsche? Ferrari? Nah, I wish. Can't afford one of them. I have a guy at my work who has a stepbrother who is a trimmer, says Lucky Owl. He said I'd never make it as a trimmer because I can't smell in YouTube, because you can't smell in the YouTube videos. How smelly is dermatitis? It's horrendous. It really is bad, but it is nothing compared to tonocrosis. So when a cow's got tonocrosis, that's the inside, like the bone, the pedal bone that I'm always talking about. That is when that rots away, and it is absolutely horrendous. What about your new grinders? Yep, I have a Milwaukee grinder. I only have one just now because I'm trying to trial it right now to see if I should change everything over. But I am loving it. Craig hates it, but Craig hates anything that is new. Like, literally anything. We should never try anything new, according to Craig. Is there anything you could give cows as a treat so they look forward to your visits? Yes, there probably is. I could give them cake, which is like a high-protein concentrate food that they get in the parlours, and they absolutely love it. So I could probably give them that, actually. Elizabeth Haman, how are you? Have you ever wanted to quit? Yes, I have. What was your lowest point, and how did you come back? Do I answer this? Do I not? So in the early days, it was quite difficult. Cash flow was difficult in the early days, and that made me want to quit. I nearly had to a couple of times. But that's part and parcel of owning your own business. I love what I do, but when cash flow is tight and you try to look after a family, then yes, it can be very, very difficult. So that has always been a challenge. I really struggle with mental health, believe it or not. I have a special condition that I'm not going to go into right now, but it makes me all over the place. It helps me in some ways, but it's probably a hindrance to Ashley, and it means that she has to live with me, unfortunately. So yeah, I've been pretty low at times. I'm actually doing something round about that just now, but it's all positive. It's not like all contrived, and it's not all down in the dumps type stuff. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Hi. If you describe the consistency, hardness, or texture of a cow's hoof, maybe compare it to something known to people that have never held a cow's hoof. Yes. So the best way to describe how cow's hoof feels, and I'm not sure if you guys have tried this before, but if you ever get a mango that isn't fully ripe and you try to carve a mango, that feels very like hoof horn. So obviously cows' feet have different hardnesses, if that makes any kind of sense. And if you get a mango that isn't ripe, it feels very, very similar to how hoof horn feels. It's really smooth to carve through. It's tough. You need a lot of power sometimes to be able to cut smoothly through it. And then if you get dry feet, they can be as hard as stone and actually chip off and hurt you when you're using the grinder. Anyway, let's flip to the end, see where we are now. Somebody's sending millions of hearts. Graham, I'm a keen gardener, and the hoofy trim is very expensive to buy as a garden additive. Maybe you should bag it and sell it. You can buy hoof horn as a garden additive. Wow, Steve, tell me more. Hi from New Zealand. Hi, Erina. Erina? That's a new name. Hi from New Zealand. Have you ever had a cow urinate in your gumboot before? I have a sheep bestow that joy on me once. Yes, I have, and it warms you up nicely for the first 5 minutes. After that, it's just a hindrance, isn't it? What's an ideal cow track? Come on, Robbie. AstroTurf is the ideal cow track. Everybody knows that. Get yourself some G4 AstroTurf. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. We've been on here for nearly half an hour, guys. I can answer a lot more questions, though. Hi, Nasser. Nasif Nasser Azan. Hope you're well. Do you get high, says Vince from the... No, well, What are you talking about? I don't get high on drugs. No, never. How old are your dogs? I am from Michigan, says Regina's Adventures. Stevie Boy is 2. Where are they? Oh. Stevie Boy is 2 and Mia is 3. Although Steve's a lot bigger than Mia. Could you give us a house tour? It's a bit messy, isn't it? I think we've got kids running around through the back. I'll put a so I've actually got another YouTube channel called GP's Everything. GPS Everything. GP's Everything. If you check out that, I will put a house tour on very soon. I'll put it on this week, okay? So everybody can see it, and then people who like the hoofs don't have to look at it. What do you think about the environmental issues of cows and methane gas? Ryan, that's a really good question. It's right on point. I would rather spend the night in a garage with 6 cows farting away than spend the night in a garage with a car running all night. So that's pretty much what I think. Me and my dad watch you every time you post, and we're always satisfied. James and Emma. Cheers, Rossi. Cheers, James and Emma. I really, really appreciate things like that. So I really appreciate the support. Favorite soccer team? Scotland. Don't really watch soccer or football or whatever you want to call it. But Scotland, obviously. You know Ligma? I'm not sure what you mean. The Daily Tales. Why don't cows fall down when you pick up 2 feet? Because they are supported under their chest here, so there's a belly band that supports them underneath their sternum, and at the back there's a chain that comes under their bum and kind of scoops them up. So we could actually lift all 4 feet, and we regularly do, and the cows are really happy and comfortable doing that. So that's why they don't fall down. We're at 861 likes, guys. So 862 likes, actually. So thanks for that. So come on, I need another 134 now. Get that up. Make it go over 1,000. Kate, I don't think we have hoof GPs here in America. I haven't seen many ads for them. Good hoof trimmers don't need to advertise. So that's probably why you've never seen adverts. But there are definitely hundreds and hundreds of hoof trimmers in America. And I know that because I know a lot of them. Right, flick to the end again. Thumbs up, lots of thumbs up. Hello from Texas. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Menno. Hi, Krista. Says 332 on my end. Oh, we're over 1,000 now. Hi, mate. You all right? Slick36C. Hope you're well. Smash that like button, Teresa says. The Danish soccer team at the quarterfinals plays, yeah. Would you rather trim 1 cow and get paid £10,000 or trim 300 cows and get paid nothing? Right now, I would rather trim 300 cows and get paid nothing. In fact, you know what? I kind of am. So yeah, I trim 300 cows and get paid nothing. As long as I'm doing my other work and getting paid something. We still need some money. Can you say hi to my daughter Harley Quinn? Hi, Alan Jones. I just did. Irish Clever Trevor. I can't even say it. Irish Clever Trevor. What's your favourite breed of cattle? The Belted Galloway. Appleton Pecan. I am terrified of cows since a bull attacked me at a young age. Well, you just need to understand them a little bit. Apple, trust me, cows are awesome. How many hooves do you carve a day? Approximately 240. That's 4 feet for 60 cows. So average day, 60 cows, 4 feet per cow. Do you have a program like 4-H there? 4-H. Please tell me what that is, David, and I'll tell you. I think it's management system. If so, then yes. Why don't you rinse the hoofs before you start grinding, says Andrea? Because there's so many reasons not to wash all of the hoofs first. Firstly, it's dangerous. We're using power tools, so it would be slippy. We're using electrical tools, so we could get electrocuted. The cow could get electrocuted. It would become slippy on the floor. The tools would become slippy. We're using sharp knives. It doesn't benefit the cow, doesn't benefit me in any way, and it would be much, much slower. So there's loads of reasons not to wash the hoofs. Sometimes I do, but that's only really for YouTube's benefit. Why is the UK milk and butter? Why is it UK milk and butter is tasting better? Well, some people say Irish butter tastes better because it's rich grass that they're eating, but I'm not sure if that's true. I don't know if it does taste better, to be honest. Where are you? Have you been to Ontario, Canada? If so, where? No, Marianne. I wish I had, though. Why do cows' tongues fit perfectly into their nostrils? Because they are well engineered animals. My tongue doesn't fit into my nostrils, and nobody has ever described me as a well-engineered animal, you see. Love your channel from Cape Cod. Thanks, ID. I can't see your name. Love your Scottish accent. It's not very strong, though, is it, Bertine? It's kind of mild. People around here think I'm English. I'm definitely not, though. Right, flip to the end. More random questions. See who can ask me the most random question on here, and I will be very impressed. Have you ever been in Glasgow? Yes. Yes. Many, 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 many times. Julio. Hi, Julio. You okay? Say Mimic from Indonesia. Mimic, I just did. 4-H is an agricultural club for kids. Yes, then, John, we do. We have the Young Farmers Association. So it is massive over here, and it's a fantastic thing to get young people in agriculture meeting each other and experiencing different things. So yes, we do. The Young Farmers Club. Oh, I flicked past those. Craig Sneed. Thank you very much for the super chat, Craig. Graham, you're so much fun and enjoy the videos, even with Craig in them. SGP for your name or general practitioner. Either way, it's a good play. So my name's Graham Parker, obviously. I kind of thought about calling it the channel the Hoof Doctor, but it was too obvious not to call it the Hoof GP. So general practitioner here in the UK is somebody who looks at who has a doctor, a family doctor, some people call it, but over here we call it a GP. So it just made too much sense not to use it. How much do hoof trimmers get paid? Is it per hour or it's per cow? So we get paid about 11. Well, if we go to somewhere once, like in a blue moon, we charge £11 per cow. That's about $13, about $14 actually. Most farms we are charging about £9 per cow, so that's about $11.50. Have you ever been to Torn Valley Farm Supplies? No, I haven't, Steve. Never even heard of them, actually. Would you rather never trim a cow again or get kicked in the A? Get kicked in the A, probably. Been kicked there lots of times. Lucy Beats, or Loose Beats. What do you think about the rig that lifts the cows on their sides and you can see all four hoofs at the same time? They are really, really good for speed, and people who use them, once they get used to them, are probably absolutely perfect at it. For me, it's not for me because all 4 feet are at different angles. It really is a personal opinion. The cheap ones are no use, though they're not well designed for cows. The expensive ones, like a Tuffy Tilt, are really, really good shoots. How wild were you when you were young? You probably wouldn't believe some of the things I've done, Left Love. There may or may not be a book being written right now about what I was like when I was young and what I'm like now. But yeah, it's safe to say fairly wild. Do you have plans to have your own cattle? Unfortunately not. I don't, Gianna, but thanks for asking. Have you ever dated a boy? No. Ashley, no?
Not in my time.
Not in my wife's time, anyway. You're watching from Jamaica. Hi, hope you're well. Loads of love hearts coming in there, guys. Thank you. Loads of thumbs up there from Nassif. I leave a like. Thank you. Do you sometimes encounter mismanaged cows? Yes, I do, unfortunately. But it's my job to work with people who mismanage cows. Sometimes it's constraints that are out of the farmer's hands, and they are doing the best they can to look after those cows, but maybe something's out of their hands. Sometimes it's just a bit of misinformation, and I try to help people that way. But people in general around here have lots of advisors that are helping them on all sorts of different bases. So it is pretty uncommon that we find mismanaged cows. Do you like Smarties? Yeah, of course I do. Smarties are awesome, the orange ones especially. Do you have to buy your own sawdust, or does the farmer get it for you? We don't buy our own. We always get it on the farm, and it's good to stop the cows from slipping. Lutfi tofu. I need a drink. I'm going to stop for a second. Random questions, please. I'm a 14-year-old blacksmith and craftsman. Do you need your knives sharpened? No, I sharpen them every day myself, but thanks for the offer. When's your birthday, says Dora? On the 4th of October. Your work is cheap, £9. I have lots more running for a bus. Where are we? We're at the end. I'll give this another 10 minutes, guys, because I'll start to bore you very soon. Do Scottish people eat Marmite? The sensible ones don't. No. Greetings from Poland. from a Rawclaw? That's a bit like a hoof trimming name. I probably like that place. Just stopping by to drop a like. Keep it up, man. Love the videos. Thanks very much, The Night Fox. I really do appreciate all of your support and help, and that's what helps to strive me forward and push me forward and make more and more videos. Sometimes it kind of get lulls where I'm like, oh, do a video, and I love to show you guys what I'm doing day to day, but then sometimes your feedback and your positivity in the comments really, really inspires me. And then I go all out and do a big, massive video, and I love doing them. So keep all the positivity coming my way, because I really appreciate it. Like, I couldn't tell you how much I really do appreciate it. Why didn't you show the worst cow trimming? Why did you not show the worst cow trimming? I always show the worst cows trimming, Kiwi XS. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean. Do different cows of the same breed have different personalities? Definitely. So Jerseys, this is Robin Smith asking. Robin, Jersey cows are slightly more intelligent than a lot of cows, so they can be really stubborn. They're kind of sneaky. They always want to get out. Belted Galloways are really stubborn. You can't move a belted Galloway if it doesn't want to move. Montbéliards, they're the French ones that are brown and white or red and white. They are really fiery and kind of hot-headed. Then you get Limousins. So yes, they all have different personalities, just like people. Can you please mention my partner, Boo Thompson, as she watches every video of yours? Hey, Boo, hope you're well. Thanks for watching. How many miles do you drive a year? Not that many now. I used to do a huge amount. Well, like 8,000 just in the pickup for work, so not that many. Please involve Mrs. GP more in your videos. I try to involve her more, but she always...
No. You tried to get me in the morning when Mrs. Hoof GP's not ready.
That's not true. That is not true. There, she's... Look, wait, hold on. Yeah, right, get in the video. There you go, I'm involving her now. This is Ashley, folks. If you want to ask her anything at all, feel free. Where are we? So you can ask Ashley anything right now, and she's gonna answer you. Why do you take the dogs with you when you trim, and they never get in the way? They're really, really well behaved, Stephat. They really, really are. For you.
Could Mrs. GP do an interior decorator? I'm loving your stuff.
Much louder, please.
Yeah, sorry.
Could you do an interior decorating video?
Yeah.
She'll do it on GP's Everything, will you?
Yeah, good idea.
Would you actually do that?
Mhm.
Yeah. You can talk, it's fine. They're friendly bunch. Look, they're really nice and friendly.
Not as loud as you.
Not as loud. What, you try to say I'm loud?
Yeah.
Do you have several washing machines? That's your question.
We have 2.
We have 2. Yeah, one for minging ones and one that's nice and clean.
Mr. Hoof GP has to strip off at the door before he's allowed in the house.
She makes me strip off, not because I'm dirty. She's dirty, Mike.
I seen somebody else had commented earlier saying, does the house smell?
Does our house smell?
Yeah. Does it smell like cows?
Our house smells amazing.
He's not allowed in if he smells.
Yeah.
Straight to the shower.
Straight to the shower. Why didn't you show the cow-infested trim? That doesn't make sense. Why didn't you call in for coffee when you went to Cardiff? I would have, Matthew. I didn't know you were home. I'm really sorry. I feel bad about that. Cardiff was nice though, wasn't it?
Lovely.
Yeah, it was.
Long drive, but I'll definitely go again.
Yeah, company was bad, wasn't it?
Yeah, you.
Why... hello, my wife and I love your channel. What do you do or like to do for fun? And do you find trimming cows therapeutic? Yes, I do. I just kind of drift away, to be honest. It's funny. You go into like autopilot. You know exactly what you're doing, what you're trying to achieve, but you kind of drift away. So yeah, I do find it really therapeutic. What do we do for fun? We go out eating.
Like to eat.
We like to eat.
Walks. Just playing with the kids in the garden.
Yeah, the main thing we do is playing with the kids, yeah. And we're very family. Does Graham snore?
Yes, very loud.
I don't.
You were snoring last night.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
Really?
I couldn't sleep and you were snoring.
She was drunk. Love your videos. There's something deeply satisfying about them. Thanks very much, Manuel. That's really, really kind of you. Do you need a knife to be made? Go on, Lofty. You make me a hoof trimming knife and you send it to there is an address in every single video we make. Go on the channel and then go in the about section and my address is there. So if you want to send us anything, my address is there. Lofty, you go ahead and you make me a hoof trimming knife and I will be very impressed. Mrs. Hoof GP is right. He's a little loud sometimes.
See, somebody agrees I'm right.
Seriously, David? You're going to go there?
It's a fair point.
It's harsh. It's harsh. Hello from Roy. My wife and I love your channel. Cheers, Roy. It says Jonathan, but thanks, Roy. What did you do? Oh, I've already answered that.
Stripper?
Where are we? Here. I like... Do we have dryers? Yes, we have dryers as well, Daphne. A separate one. 2 tumble dryers.
2 washing machines, 2 dryers.
I would like to watch your husband work. He is so passionate.
They don't really know you then.
They do know me. Hi, laddie. You alright? Nothing's funny. Lots of things are funny. If you ever come to California, I'll treat you to a tour of the Central Valley. I'd love to go to the Central Valley. Just bring me some of the ice cream from your favourite farm. That's called Cream of Galloway, and it's awesome. Can you please say purple burglar? Purple
Burglar.
alarm.
Purple bug. Can't say it.
No, come on.
Purple burglar alarm.
I can't say it. Purple burglar alarm. Purple burglar alarm. There you go, say it. How did you meet Mrs. GP? I fancied her car, didn't I?
He stalked me because of my car.
We met on Facebook. What got you into hoof trimming? How did you get into hoof trimming? Got into hoof trimming because my stepfather used to hoof trim, and I kind of took over from him.
We didn't meet on Facebook.
How did
you spied me in a pub one night and I didn't even notice you?
That's not true.
And then you stalked my car after that.
That's not true.
I was out with your cousin.
She pursued me.
Alex Parker. She can.
Yeah. You. Hi, Dalton Gray. Hope you're well. Hope Texas is good. When I thought you trolled me after a few videos, I decided to stay. Lots of cheers from Poland. Thanks very much, Mysterious Monument. Very nice of you. Sings the theme tune. Who sings the theme tune to your YouTube channel? A girl called, what's her name? Ebba Bendigal, and she is awesome. We use lots and lots of her music actually in the show. It's not just the theme tune that she does. It's just loads and loads. We've got 1,200 people watching right now. Hope you're all well. We are friendly. We don't bite. You're right, Kieran. Right.
I said you're such a lucky guy with a beautiful lady, and you just flip past that.
I don't think that's true. I love Marmite. It's horrendous stuff. Oh my god, I'm really interested in your story. Thanks very much, Chupapi.
Say boat 10 times fast. Go.
Toy boat.
10 times fast.
I'm trying to think with that. Toy boat.
Faster.
I can't say it any faster than that. Have you ever been injured by a cow or a bull? Yeah, I've been injured by a cow lots of times. Told those stories earlier. Should have been here. Broken nose, broken ribs, broken face, broken eye socket. Yeah, broke this eye socket actually. Actually, I think you can see the scar.
It's made you a bit better looking, doesn't it?
Yeah, much better looking. Does a bull cost more to trim than a cow? Yes, it does, Steve. So if somebody's getting lots of cows done, then I just charge the same, to be honest, because we're there anyway. But if we're going out just to trim 1 or 2 bulls, it's like £37. They are very hard on the crushes. They break them really, really often. And obviously, they're of way higher value than a cow. So if something was to go wrong, which it never has, touch wood, then it would cost us a lot more money. What else are we saying? What your best cure for digi? Callum Monteith, what best cure for digital dermatitis? If you're spraying it directly onto it, then salicylic acid wrap. A salicylic acid wrap for bad digital dermatitis will always clear it up. If you want to cure the hair, then copper sulfate. Just keep bathing them with copper sulfate. And if that doesn't work, then speak to the vet and they'll give you an antibiotical hoof bath. But that's not for me to speak about, really. I keep missing all of your Joe Clark on the, what's that called again? Super Chat. Love your videos. Love from Sheffield. Thanks very much, Joe.
What's your most embarrassing moment, Graham?
What is your most embarrassing moment? We can't say my embarrassing moments on here, can we?
Somebody asked.
I can't tell you my most embarrassing moments. It's not PG. It's rated 18. What does your wife think of your YouTube channel? Right, be honest. Come on.
What do I think of your YouTube
channel?
Yeah,
what do you think of me doing YouTube?
I think you're doing an amazing job.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But do you think it's good or bad for the industry, or it gets in the way of our family life? What do you think?
No, I think it's good. It helps. I think it's good. It helps to show that farming's not all bad and there is good sides to farming.
Yeah, I think you're right, aren't you? Yeah.
We do miss you sometimes, but
It takes a long time, doesn't
yeah,
it?
we miss you sometimes, but it's worth it.
Yeah, it is. Show more of your doggies. I will. I'll take the doggies to work tomorrow. Mark
You
Esquivel.
can't take them tomorrow.
Why can't I take it tomorrow?
Gotta go to the vets tomorrow.
Oh, dogs are going to the vets tomorrow, yeah. I have bad one for the dogs tomorrow. How does one learn to do what you do? You go and you take learnthehoofgp.com and you sign up to the online course, and that will teach you the basics of how to hoof trim cows. Then you go and do a practical course. Then you get as much practice in as you possibly can, and then you can hoof trim cows. You're at the Texas State University, and I'm wondering if it would be profitable to do something like that in Texas. It definitely would be. I know a guy called Joe Santos who does. All the dairies there, predominantly rotaries or swingovers or static. There's no predominant ones or dominant ones here. There are lots of rotaries, lots of swingovers, lots of statics, and lots of robots. So we have lots of different types over here. I'm in like a real kind of hotspot for dairy cows, dairy farms, so I don't travel very far at all. It means there are lots and lots of dairy farms over here. Right, flip to the end again. 1,294 likes. That's more than people are watching right now. So thank you very, very much. Hello from England. Hi, Jacob. And did you ever have a gaming console? If so, what was it? And what was your favorite game? So I play Xbox. Play Xbox with the kids all the time. Well, not all the time, actually. We're playing in the garden mostly. But yeah, Xbox. I come from a county where cows are sacred. So you're probably in India, maybe. Your point of view on culture vs utility. I don't really have a point of view. Each to their own, to be honest. Really, really mean that. I respect cows hugely because they work very, very hard. And I think it's massively important to keep them in the highest standards of comfort possible. So I don't really have a view on culture vs utility, but my view is that they should be as well kept as possible all the time. Can your wife hoof trim?
No.
Did we talk about a video where you should hoof trim?
Yes, Graham thinks it should take me a day trimming.
Should she come hoof trimming one day? Obviously, she can't fully trim a cow, but I could definitely teach her the basics.
You could train me up, though, to trim a cow.
Yeah, I could. 100%.
Like, not just one video, you could actually just train me to trim cows.
Be careful. Careful what she wishes for. Are you guys listening? Say that again. You could what?
Would I get to stay clean, though?
You wouldn't be clean. No.
What about my nails?
She's worried about her nails. If she hoof trims, they might become problematic. Right. Where are we? We are on 52 minutes, so we'll round it up to an hour. So we've got 7.5 minutes left, guys. Get your questions in right now.
Can you say happy birthday to Chris?
Happy birthday, Chris. Ashley, how old are your children?
My children are 5 and 7.
You should not have to think so hard about that. If you please, can you say hi to Cara? Hello, Cara. On camera, please. There you go. I just did. When you knife the inside of a cow's hoof, is that like giving a cow an arch like a human foot? No, it's not. So in some ways, I suppose it is. Basically, there's a thing called the flexor tuberosity. So there's a little bit of bone that sticks down out of the pedal bones. There's a flat bone inside the cow's foot, and there's a bit that sticks down called the flexor tuberosity, and there's a huge tendon attaches onto that, and that little nodule of bone insults the corium. It's constantly pressing down. So when we arch or cove or carve out that area of a cow's foot, we're actually giving it suspension, and it's allowing the pedal bone or the flexor tuberosity inside to point down into the corium without hitting the ground, thereby reducing swelling, reducing bruising, and reducing ulceration. There you go. So no, it's not like a human foot, but kind of is in a way. Much love from Texas. Hey Jonathan, hope you're well. Thank you for that. You guys send super chats and I feel really bad if I miss them. I'm sorry. Craig Sneed, you have a good one there in Mrs. GP, Graham. You're a lucky man. You shouldn't be drinking at this time, Craig. Alcohol is bad. Do you golf? I was golfing today. I don't really golf much. I used to golf loads. But today, yes, I was golfing with my brother-in-law. It didn't go very well. Where are we now? Aha, that's interesting. She needs a medal. You're right, Steve. She does need.
I need 10 medals.
She needs 10 medals. She's probably right. When are we going to get you and Midwestern Hoof Trimmer on the same chat? Funnily enough, I haven't spoken to him today, but I was thinking somehow we could maybe have done that today, but I can't think how we could do it via YouTube. We could do it via Facebook, no problem, but YouTube, it's a bit more difficult. YouTube likes to make things difficult, so we'll try. We're going over in October, aren't we?
Fingers crossed.
So
COVID, depending on COVID.
if COVID works out okay, we're going to the States in October for a little while. We might travel around, I'm not sure, but we're definitely going to Wisconsin. For Aaron's daughter's wedding.
See Jennifer.
Well, sorry, to see Jennifer. Sorry, not to see Aaron. Apparently, Jennifer's Aaron's wife. How long have you been a hoof trimmer, and why did you start? I've been a hoof trimmer 9 years, 10 years, something like that. Family trade, kind of. The arch is a poo canal. It is kind of. You're right. Sage of the Lotus says the arch is basically a poo canal. So when you arch or cove out a cow's foot, you're also allowing slurry to disperse between the two digits more easily, so that crap doesn't get like kind of built up in that area and cause problems like digital dermatitis. So yeah, that is one of the reasons we cove out or model out the sole of a cow's foot, to let the slurry get away. Where are we? Love the videos. I want to visit Scotland. Me too. Wait, we're in Scotland. What is your near-death experience? I've had loads. Car crashes, mountain bike crashes, cow crashes.
Your mountain bike was...
Yeah, the mountain bike crash I had. How long ago was that?
So Campbell would only be a year old. It must be.
So I had a mountain bike crash 4 years ago, which was pretty horrendous. And yeah, my face was torn to pieces actually. Yeah, you wouldn't know it, would you? Do you have any animals? 2 dogs. What is your near-death experience? I just answered that one. Have you ever trimmed a horse or a donkey? No, I haven't, but I've been asked loads and loads and loads and loads. But no. Hi, PG. You've got round the wrong way, Carrie, but I still appreciate it. Thank you.
Got mine the right way, though.
You got yours the right way. Yeah, you spelled Ashley correct. Have you ever been to Greece?
We got engaged in Greece, didn't we?
We got engaged in Greece. We got engaged in cause.
Kira's only 6 months old. I went on holiday.
Much louder.
Kira's only 6 months old. We went on holiday and Graham proposed.
Yeah, I've been to Greece around... How many times have I been to Greece? 25, 30 times maybe? I've been to Greece a lot, yes.
I've only been twice.
And Ashley's only been twice. We go to Spain usually now. County Kerry, hi Donald, you alright? Julie Miller, how's it going? Oh my god, can you do hooves in the States? Like host an event? Can you imagine? That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Possibly. We'll speak to the Midwestern Hoof Trimmer. Do you get copyright strikes for using music in your videos? Who edits your videos? Says Anabar. No, I never get copyright strikes because I pay for a service that allows me to use their music, and it's me who edits everything you ever see on YouTube from the Hoof GP. Has your government helped or hurt your business? Tell us why. Has it helped? Probably neither, really. Nah, they've not really impacted it in any way. Obviously, we pay a lot of tax in the UK, so that can be hard. But it's the same for everybody, so it's fair, to be honest. Right, all the way to the end. Right, we have 2 more minutes, guys, and then we are going to cut this off and say goodbye and get back to watching the Peaky Blinders. Love your videos, you do, and I think you're punching it above your weight with Mrs. GP.
He pays me to stay with him. Yep.
Money is the way forward. Yep. She takes payment in diamonds usually. What are hoofs made out of, says B. Rogers. They're made out of keratin, the same thing that the hair on your head is made from. So keratin, it's a form of protein that is synthesized from their food. So 100% pure keratin. Are there any cows in Scotland with overly large or wide horns that will not fit in the crush? So obviously we've got Highland cows, but they do fit in the crush. Even a longhorn, to be honest, would fit in the crush because they're really spatially aware of how large their horns are, so that they adapt and they can fit into places which you probably wouldn't think they actually fit into. But
do you think you'd fit a Highland in your crush?
Definitely.
Would you?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I've seen lots of Highlands trimmed in Appletons, to be honest. Have you ever been to California?
No, we want to
No.
go though.
We really want to go to California. We would love it, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
How awesome would it
That
be?
could be a 40th next year.
It could be. I'm 40. I'm 40 next year, so we need to have a big one. Where did you get the pink dog? Oh, it's cool, that pink dog, isn't it? The designer rooms. So we joke. Everything in our house is from the same shop, pretty much. It's called the designer rooms in Air. It's brilliant. Prestwick. Sorry. What are Hoofs made out of? I've just answered. Would you rather give up trimming or get rammed in the balls by a grown bull? I'd give up trimming, because if a grown bull did that, I wouldn't be able to live to tell the tale, I don't think. When is the new Crush coming? It's a secret there. All will be revealed. I don't know when I can say.
Not for a bit yet.
Not for a bit yet. Okay. Soon, but not that soon. Ish, kind of. There's a secret. A big secret. And you'll... Shh. Oh, I said too much already. My 1-year-old watches you every post. That's awesome. Your 1-year-old sounds like he has fantastic taste. Would you... Oh, no, same one. If you could go anywhere in the world to learn about their cattle husbandry and maybe trim some hoofs, where would it be? Japan. Now that sounds like a crazy thing, but I would. I'd love to go to Japan. Ah, my back's sore. I'd love to go to Japan and learn all about how they look after their cattle over there, because some of them do a fantastic job, and I know it's very, very different from here. Merch! Big exclamation mark, Ross. What do you mean by that, Ross? Do you think you'll be knighted by the Queen someday? I'm surprised it hasn't happened already, to be honest, Randy. Like, I really am. No, that'll definitely never happen. Do you guys like horses? Of course we do. We love horses.
I want a horse, but Mr. GP won't let me get one.
You've never asked for one. How many hours a day do you work? Oh. How
Too many.
Too many.
Don't worry, folks, though, he gets plenty of sleep.
He doesn't get plenty of sleep.
Graham?
I work... I don't know.
So when you come in from work, you don't come into the couch to sleep?
12 to 14 hours, I'm going to say. Somewhere. Probably more. How far do you travel? For hoof trimming, I only travel up to 30 miles, which is like nothing at all. I know that. When are you doing merchandise again? Ah, that's what you meant. When are we doing merchandise again? That's up to Mrs. GP.
It'll be after our holidays now.
So, it'll be after the holidays, so in about 6 weeks' time, probably. The big thing with merch is the delivery. We sent everything out really quickly this time, and it still took a while to get. Still waiting for my t-shirt. There you go, see? Charlotte Adderley. That's not good. We sent everything out weeks ago, and for some reason, yeah, hasn't got there. Charlotte, you can email us at...
I have emailed Charlotte, and I've got a reply from you from DVD, so I'll email you again.
There you go, Charlotte. Ashley is sorting it. She's spoken to the couriers. What is the music and song on the intro of many of your vids? I love the woman's voice. It's called Fall Into You by Houses on the Hill. Would you rather live in Scotland forevermore or move to another country for £500,000? Nah, I'd live in Scotland.
I love where we are.
How about you?
Stay where we are.
You could give me 10 million and I probably wouldn't move. Yeah, definitely, actually. There's no way I would move. How much do you make from hoof trimming? Not that much. Right. I am going to head right now. We've been on for an hour and 5 minutes, and I'm really surprised that we haven't bored the life out of you. It's very nice that you stopped in to say hello, and I appreciate all of the love and support. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Hoof GP. Hi, Calvin. Hope you're well. 3-month-old calf bought in with a lump above the hoof. Could it be an infection, or is he too young? I couldn't say, to be honest. It's very, very difficult to know without seeing it. It's probably been a cut. That would be a guess that he's got an infection from, but it won't be. It probably isn't hoof related, so get the vet out and see him. Hi from Ohio. Hello. Ever visited Africa, says Andy. No, I haven't, but I would love to. Do you like haggis? Of course I do. Right. I am going. Everybody likes haggis, by the way. I'm going right now, guys. There will be a new video up on Tuesday, and I will probably say hello to Gracie in it so that you guys can see exactly how she's doing now and how well she is looking, because she is looking awesome. Thanks very much for all of your questions, all of your love and support. It's been awesome, hasn't it? You've even been nice to Mrs. HGP. Are they?
Nicer than you.
Nicer than me. Right, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks for all of the support. Catch you soon. Goodbye.
Bye.